So this will very likely be our only round of 8 match that we cast, and then we'll get into the semis and finals. Thank you so much, everyone, for checking out the stream. We're up to 130 viewers now. Why Inowin? Okay, so Inowin has an ability that exposes an enemy master to crits. So if Inowin weakens or exposes, I'll probably use those terms at some point during the cast. If she weakens or exposes an enemy master, they take a much higher crit chance from everyone on the other team. So it's basically a debuffer that allows them to try to nuke somebody down. She's also got a very, very safe ultimate that can deal like 1100, 1200 damage. So Damon is not moving yet. They're just going to see where they're positioned first before jumping down, it looks like. Nice shrapnel rocket to get started. A Rami stun also, but a swap very early from Fan means he could get blown up or focused down. Looks like they're not going to have the ability to do that just yet. So keep in mind your abilities kind of get stronger over the course of the game as time goes by. So at the beginning, you've got a little bit of a standoff usually, and then abilities just get bigger and badder as things go on. All right, Statesman still actually getting bounced away from his team is really bad for Arami and not so bad for Statesman because he's got that survivability, but Vita comes right back into play with that healing. I guess draws will be more common with Vita in play is really how this game works. When you've got that sort of sustain, it can shake up the game quite a lot, and both teams will always take Vita if she's available. Fan taking out HotshotGG with that final bit of damage, but I saw the Inowin actually get a lot of damage in. Vero punching away at Fan before he books it out of there. Damon eating that DOT from Ghost Widow. Arrow needs to stay off of him, make sure he doesn't take any excess damage. Damon in trouble here. I believe he's got Vita on the swap, but Vita's also kind of low here. Oh my god, the shrapnel rocket! Perfect swap timing from Damon to avoid death. Cap the Cat jumping in. HotshotGG is exposed here. You see the green dots around him? That is that debuff that I was talking about where Inowin, if anyone has those green dots around them, that means they are very likely to be blown up and take lots and lots of crits. Vero getting in the action. He's a support, but he plays a little bit like a juggernaut. Vita is going to pop her ultimate and get Statesman healthy, but Vita's still very low. She's got a personal shield, but that gets removed so quickly. Missile salvo onto Arrow, and he's trapped. 3v1 situation, but Pankuga is one of the best at dodging abilities. Perhaps he can get out of there safely, and he does. The Arami stun does not quite connect. Fan has to swap over to Suzuka off of Statesman. Vita ultimate, though, traps him. Again, you can see enemies are trapped. They're stuck dancing and cannot get healed either. Nice kills there from CLG, and they take a little bit of a lead here. They've got the sustain comp going for them here. They're basically allowing Worshin to just nuke away while Cap the Cat and Vita try to keep him healthy. Fan trying to get in closer with Suzuka. They saw the cloak. They were ready for him. Oh, mass teleport. Where'd they end up? Oh, the right side of the screen here. Big ol' Vita arrow coming through there. Just barely missing. Fan does the cloak. He's looking for a target. He's going to jump directly onto HotshotGG. Makes the swap over to Ghost Widow and uses his Ghost Split to try and stay alive here. He's still getting focused down, though. Statesman starting to punch away. That's the Ghost Widow ultimate that you see there. Statesman suspended above everybody, but they still managed to secure the kill. Worshin getting polymorphed here as the damage dealer. That's a big trouble for him. Vero trying to get in there to help things out. Teleport away. Still have Fan and Worshin battling it out. Vero's going to get pinned against the wall there. A Rami stun goes out, but Worshin is frenzied now. 3 kills for him on the double damage dealer again. Are they legit CLG? Yes, they are. HotshotGG has been playing this game quite a bit, and he made it the guild himself. TSM, if you see TSM in the game, they are unaffiliated. There are actually multiple TSMs in MXM that are not affiliated with Reginald. Missile salvo going out there. You can see Worshin just pouring out the damage still. He's quite a slippery one, that Worshin. Inowin ultimate coming out. Doesn't know which ghost to look for, it looks like. Oh, but he does still land it onto Hotshot, and that's a great opportunity. But the trade! Hotshot able to take out Fan as Suzuka jumps on him. That's actually going to be a huge benefit for CLG. Arrow diving in now, trying to find Worshin, and he is able to back up there with the Lua. Lots of Suzuka damage coming in, but the snare from Arami keeping him healthy. Worshin taking that teleport. What good timing. Hotshot running point for him and everything. That is some coordination, ladies and gentlemen. Vero running point for him, and then Hotshot running point for him. Worshin is able to just sit back and deal damage, but Arrow landing that in-a-win ultimate. We talked about how it's a very safe ultimate. You can get a big chunk of damage out from a long distance here, and suddenly we're tied up again. Vero catching the Vita ultimate from Hotshot. 5-4 situation as Arrow goes down. That's really rough for Lotus. Keep in mind CLG's up 2-0 in this best-of-5 series.
The battle ends in 30 seconds.
Fan trying to get back into the action here, dashing away to his teammate Damon. Hotshot and Vero chasing him down. Statesman might not be the choice. He is very, very survivable, but Vita also can keep herself alive with that personal shield. Worshin goes down finally. Hotshot in a bit of trouble. Lotus has an opportunity here if they can jump on Hotshot. Fan, very dangerous risk, but does go for it. Vero on the run here, 9 seconds. Vero goes down 7-5 for Lotus. Excellent stuff there. 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to a game 4, technically the 5th one, as we had a draw earlier. And Lotus hanging in there. They were on the ropes down 0-2, but they're keeping this series alive. What a finish, yeah. CLG was up 5-4, I believe, at some point. Why, Nunu? Why? Whisper Arrow, you get first ban. So no Vimering, no Vita for game number 4. We'll update that scoreboard there, 2-1. The V character is getting banned out quite frequently here today. And we are ready to begin. Jump right into it. So again, the rules are 1 global ban per team per game. No duplicate masters. That's basically all that matters. Those are the rules. Where's the bracket? There is a command in chat for that, in fact. I'll take a look at it myself here, see how we're advancing. The Upside Dongers, our first semifinalists here. Looks like Crush Ridge defeated Snacks OP. Zeph's Donkeys defeated Enix. Oh no, Enix! Enix was a team with my friends on it. I think, I'm not sure what team Bohan was on, but I think... Oh man, I think all my buddies are out of this tournament already. Oh, rip. Let me double check that. Actually, Bohan was on OJ. Yeah, so all of my friends that I've been playing with have been eliminated already. That's hilarious. I mean, not hilarious. They tried. They tried their best. When are you going to do a 5v5 tournament? Couldn't tell you, man. Prize pool for a 5v5 is a little more difficult to secure. You know, if we do $100 again, that's only 20 bucks a head for 5 people, and you know, we'd like to pay down more places when we have multiple teams signing up. So if someone would like to sponsor some prize pool, please do let me know. We can also set up a Matcherino and crowdfund some prize pool, but for the time being, I'm essentially broke. And that's why I'm a full-time Twitch streamer. Or maybe cause and effect are swapped there, but either way, yeah, I don't actually have the means to fund these tournaments myself. Miri very graciously put up the $100 for this one, so please show him your appreciation if and when you get the chance. Alright, we're out here on the big map, as I've been calling it. Essentially the walls go up at the halfway mark. There is a lot of stealth brush to work with. We're taking a look at the heroes across the board again. We've got a Statesman Suzuka. Tulam is back on the field now that Vita has been banned out. They did it. CLG actually, you know, they had a draw and a loss in the games that Vita was available, so it makes sense to see them actually ban her out again. Tulam is very, very strong though, so I do expect to see some great initiation from Damon once in a while here. Ghost Widow also very, very strong. Hotshot still sticking on to that master. Okay, Hotshot getting focused down very quickly here as Ghost Widow. He's got that expose on him again, so crits are very likely. Oh, very, very close on the regular attack there from Statesman. Unable to quite get it. Hotshot backing off now. Vero gets blasted, chunked there on Inowin. It looks like we've got a sniper duel actually happening here across the middle of the board. And Inowin can actually charge up her basic attacks. You can see it just get bigger and bigger there. And they do a huge amount of damage if they do connect because they are a little bit more difficult to land. HotshotGG getting trapped here by Suzuka is able to kind of scoot out of there eventually. There's no support actually in play on either side, I'm realizing. Cat to Cat was a pretty common pick, but he's not in play. There's no Vita, there's no Demonos either. HotshotGG just gets bursted down. A little bit of a misstep there. Damon on Tulam. Oh, nice swap there right as the Inouin ult is about to connect. Perfect timing essentially, but he gets blown up anyway. The Arami skill combo there just dropping everything on his head. Fan is super low on the Statesman. He gets popped as well. Hotshot, nice swap again, avoiding that damage, but now he's in a 2v1 situation. He uses his ghosts to escape back to his friendly teammates there. The health was taken by Worshin, who's their primary damage dealer in the first couple of games. Combat power booster, I believe, just gives some attack power here once that spawns. I'm not 100% sure on what that power up does. If someone would like to educate us in the chat, please do let me know. HotshotGG very, very low. He's got that expose out as well. He's got Fan chasing him down, but the cloak is going to keep him nice and safe. The walls are now up here, so the choke in the center of your map here is going to be very, very vital for controlling the space, and CLG already up 3-1. This benefits them huge, as Arami can drop that snare circle here in the middle. Missile salvo goes out. Arrow extremely low on his first master. He does still have that swap available. Tulam back available now again for Damon. Can swap over and try to initiate through the gap, but again, very difficult. You can see some abilities actually go over terrain or ignore terrain. Ghost Widow again having to escape there. Fan looking all over for the right ghost to punch. He finds him eventually. Hotshot actually trapped up here as Arami. Fan could very easily secure the kill as CLG is nowhere near him. Looks like Vero did go down as well, and suddenly it's a 3-3 match. Worshin on his own now. Will Lotus try and secure the kill? This is risky because they are very low health on their own masters. Inouin dropping the snipe from base. You can see does work. Eventually the base will kick you down. And there are no rules about staying in spawn or anything like that. You play to win the game, do what you can. If they're up and lead and they want to stay on top, that's perfectly fine. It's how the game was designed. I have no issues with it. Fan eating the DOT there, and CLG, despite, you know, each having a single death, they are able to pop out at the same time and burst down the remaining health pools of Lotus, and it's 5-3 now. Still anyone's game. We've seen a comeback already before. Can use dodge to get through orange wall. Yes, this orange wall, players can jump through it, but it's very risky unless you got everybody going through at the same time. Worshin landing a nice rocket there. Suddenly we're down to 1 minute. Hotshot probably just going to be trying to land those DOTs as often as he can. Tulam coming in. The ultimate does grab Worshin. They jump right on him. The swap does keep him alive just for a moment. Merope's personal shield for another moment, but the burst is too strong there. Tulam, Suzuka, and Inouin just blasting him down. Oh, they were beating up on Hotshot's clone there. That is actually Arami's escape. She makes a little bit of a clone and disappears. 30 seconds. Can they get the kill on Damon? They're going for the rushdown. It's basically their best opportunity. Arrow also very low. Vero risking it, trying to get the kill, but Vero goes down. 20 seconds left. This still could end up in a draw. Worshin going hard, but if he gets blown up, then Lotus will just be successful. 15 seconds. This is a tense ending here. They're cornered. Fan trying to stay alive. Damon eating the DOT will very likely die to it, and it's 6 versus 6. Will there be a last kill here in the last 5 seconds? They're trying to find Fan, but he's got the swap on Suzuka. He makes the stealth, and they escape. Oh my goodness. Another draw.